Hey guys, it's Little Sunshine coming at you today to talk about your fourth chakra, your heart. I'm not wearing green today. Um, I wasn't even earlier, but I was around a lot of nature. I brought it into the yard today, just because we have a beautiful backyard that I love. Tons of green. Um, I think today was a perfect day to do the heart chakra, because I was around so much greenery, and I got to meditate a lot today. And what you'll come to learn about your heart chakra is, it's the spiritual connectedness, to your higher self. It connects your lower three chakras to your upper three, and you know, not to pick another favorite, but it is. It's one of it's one that's important to me. Um, it kind of goes with your ego too. Um, just that you have this divine sense of really who you are now, and it's not so like, ooh, I have the answers or anything to all life's questions, but you've come to the realization that there's more than just your ego driven world out there. You start respecting everybody's life, really. You respect all the animal critters running around, the birds in the sky, everybody. We're all spiritual beings, we're all part of this manifestation in front of us. And you learn, again, this is another chakra that I've had imbalances with, that from one spectrum to the other. There's anger involved just because it is tied to the heart. Um, it's an emotional chakra, It's you you're kind of a people pleaser on one side of the spectrum because you're not in touch with who you really are. You're not connected to that source energy, that spirit about you. You're not looking in your inner self and just having this knowing of your true self. So I think of ego as more of, down here, of this, you have kind of a perspective of your physical self, but we come up into our heart and it's more of the spiritual knowing in yourself. um, so yeah, well, when you're imbalanced, you just see all sorts of problems, just not loving yourself truly. You don't know yourself. So I have again been on both sides of that spectrum, definitely. Um, but again, I've talked about this earlier in the week. To charge this chakra, really, green is the color we want to focus on. Green orb or flower when we're meditating, right at our heart center. Um, there's a lot you can do just with the walking around in nature, being in nature, being around greenery. It really does empower you. That's why I always think people go camping and stuff subconsciously. People that don't really even talk about this kind of spiritual aspects of life, they have this craving to go camping and be in nature because they get this spiritual recharge when they're in nature. And um, being around all that green, like, I think it's just like we absorb it all. And um, but yeah, kind of, even if you want to recharge it, um, kind of push yourself beyond your limits too. Talk to the people that you normally don't talk to. I know in our society now it's become normal just to, go down on our phones and not talk to people. But it was a perfect example today when um, I talked to a homeless guy for a while, and I really just sat with him and saw him. And I mean, some of his stories and everything were just so, I felt for the guy. And um, where at other times in my life I would have just been like, I don't want to talk to this person, or this person's crazy, and make judgments about him. But when you are more in touch with the heart and the respect of all life, all nature, and all of its, habitants, that you appreciate everybody's story. There's nobody out there that I, can condemn for any of their actions. Like, we're all just on this spiritual path and we're growing and expanding. And um, but I was just so touched and moved. I told my boyfriend that it was the highlight of my day by far. He gave me a piece of his, he was wearing it as a belt, but it was a piece of his, he was a Vietnam veteran, and it was a piece of his clothing that he wore. But yeah, it was just really humbling to be able to talk to him and connect with a soul that I normally wouldn't, you know, talk to. So push yourselves, guys. Push yourself to be in the spiritual connectedness, connect with your inner self. It just, my day, it got thrown all out of proportion, and it got to be a day about um, meditating and walks and being by rivers, and it was amazing. So those are kind of the spiritual, what I get out of your heart chakra. Again, like to bring in the medical side, and I always have to kind of pull this up too, but you can guess kind of with your heart, a lot of emotional stresses come with an imbalanced heart chakra. So on the extreme, there is heart attack, lower high blood pressure, poor circulation, chest pains, heart palpitations. So all kind of, ranging from heart related things. And I've dealt with the high and low blood pressure, just getting the headaches, or whatever causes you may be feeling, maybe something you want to look into. Seeking out somebody in your community that can help you along with your spiritual growth. And I'll just end with the crystals, guys. Again, rose quartz, jade, emerald, green tourmaline, malachite, all great, 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 great crystals. I love the rose quartz especially. And I did say that the color is green. However, my Reiki teacher taught me too that, and on the inside is your pink. You get your pink heart on the inside too, which is your heart alone, just that inner you that only you get to know, and you don't have to share with anybody. And it's always right there with you. So pink and green, kind of the colors for that guy. Again, any questions or comments, you can always leave them below. Email me at littlesunshine424@gmail. Sorry, I'm just noticing a little squirrel guy. But yeah, I love making these videos for you guys, and please, 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 work with that heart chakra. You're gonna find your true, true spiritual love. Namaste, guys. Much love to you.